Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as promised, as part of the 200 challenges past series, I was going to detail every single challenge in a individual video. So here it is. Now, before we kick off the video and show you guys how I passed my very first challenge, I would like to remind you guys that I do daily live streams during London session, Mondays to Fridays. So if you haven't checked me out yet, you guys can go ahead and check me out. And we take trades on a daily basis and with a consistent win rate. So let's get back to the video now. Alrighty, so this is my very first challenge that I passed. In fact, it's also the very first challenge that I ever attempted. Of course, this is FTMO. And you guys will see this particular challenge only took me 2 days to pass. Of course, the minimum trading days is a separate thing, but nonetheless, on the first day of trading my very first prop firm challenge, I nearly hit the daily drawdown in a few hours. And again, as you guys can see, not a good start. The exact percentage is down here, negative 4.92%. Again, the limit is 5%. But I knew I had to come back with a fresh mind, with a fresh start the next day, understanding that I'm already in a drawdown overall on the account. But nonetheless, have to keep my composure. And I should mention to you guys that at this time, I was still early in my journey, right? So prop firms, again, were a new thing for me as well back in 2020. And as far as my system is concerned, I was still very early on, iterating the system, trying to improve different things, still working with my risk management, my psychology. So all of this will be shown as I, cover a lot more challenges that were passed over time. Whether it's my own challenges, members' challenges and so forth. But you'll see through that and recognize that improvements were made and how we overcame a lot of the different, difficulties, whether, adjusting to an appropriate lot size, not over risking, not over trading. Of course, there's been battles in between as well. Not everything is perfect, but reasonable adjustments were made to the system and my overall trading habits, which in turn led me to see more consistency in my trading and led me to profitability. To start off with the metrics, first and foremost, it was a 100K challenge with FTMO. And again, the start date was May the 4th. It took 2 days to cross the profit target, which was 10,000. 10% of 100K is 10,000. As you guys can see, it was clearly reached and passed. And down here, you can see the days. The first day, again, was the negative amount right here, nearly down minus 5%, and made it back the second day, right? I will be showing you guys the ranges that were traded and what happened on the first day and how I made it back on the second day. And you can see the number of trades here, lot size, and everything was passed, as you guys can see, right? So let's go ahead to the charts now and see which ranges were traded. Here we have a GDA chart and the ranges that were traded on the account. Before I begin, I do want to mention that there is a time difference between my trading view right here versus the MT4 broker account that I traded on and the metrix account that is tied to FTMO and their headquarters. So there is a time difference between the three because of time zone differences. Now, the first setup that I was trading, which nearly hit the daily drawdown limit, was in fact the smaller range. And at each end, I was actually doing the opposite, right? Because again, I didn't understand that there's a larger range in play, and this may invalidate this setup right here. And for that reason, I got stuck in this. And then again, the next day, the rollover, got this setup going, understood there's a larger range. I didn't have the perfect entries. Again, as you'll see, as I develop the system over the course of all the challenges that I show, I get better with my entries and exits and so forth. So over here on this setup, I actually did not close this out and held this on. And then when it dipped down here again, I re-entered another position or positions and got the profit target up to this point, right? So these two trades were up to this limit right here. It did go all the way up here, and then I sold off here from this end right here all the way down here. But again, not the perfect entries. didn't have quite the best rules for entries and exits, and that was in development, but understood that there is a play here in terms of the range, and again, incorporating other elements later on. Last but not least, if you would like to be a part of the private community, we do have 2 plans here for you. And again, it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced trader. We focus on the same system. We have a live trading room on a daily basis from Monday to Friday, and we share a lot of setups on there with a high win rate. You can check it out for yourself, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.